The secrets Justin and Hailey Bieber hide, and what the media never told you. Did you know that in the last 6 months, 12 videos of Justin and Hailey Bieber were mysteriously deleted from the internet? In one, Justin said, "I don't know if I want to be a dad. I'm scared I'll repeat my mistakes." In another, Hailey, red-eyed, whispered, "Sometimes I feel trapped." These clips vanished, but the clues remain. This is another video about a celebrity couple. It's an investigation into the dark side of the perfect love Justin and Hailey sell to the world. Here, you'll uncover the real reason Hailey nearly died in 2023, and it wasn't just a brain clot. Justin's rare, childhood-linked illness, and how it's destroying their marriage. The Instagram post Hailey deleted 47 times before publishing, and what it reveals about her desperation. While the media obsesses over outfits, parties, and scandals, we'll expose the psychological game keeping this marriage intact, even as it crumbles. For example, why did Justin spend $3 million on an isolated farm in 2023? It's not a retreat. It's a desperate attempt to recreate the childhood he never had. How Hailey, at 15, wrote a letter to her future husband predicting exactly the struggles she faces today. But the most shocking truth lies in a photo you've never seen. In 2008, 14-year-old Justin clutched a teddy bear in an empty dressing room. That same year, 12-year-old Hailey posted on MySpace, "I want someone to save me from myself." Coincidence? No. It's involuntary prophecy. This video will show you. 1. The toxic parental connection. How Jeremy Bieber, Justin's father, and Stephen Baldwin, Hailey's father, created a script their children unknowingly repeat. 2. The lie of love as cure. Why their marriage is an escape from therapy, not a romance. 3. The 2024 leak. Details of a private therapy session where Justin admits, "I'm married out of fear, not love." If you think you know everything about the Biebers, brace yourself. The next 20 minutes will change how you see every post, every interview, every stage smile. Because deep down, this isn't a marriage, it's a real-time documentary about two lost children trying to save themselves. They vowed till death do us part. But what if death is already inside them? Don't click away. The next revelation will leave you breathless. Justin Bieber's childhood. The boy who learned to sing, but never knew how to call for dad. It was a winter afternoon in Stratford, a small Canadian town, where the cold cut through skin like a blade. In a tiny apartment with paper-thin walls and broken heating, a 4-year-old boy curled up in his mother Patty Millette's lap. She worked as a cleaner, and the smell of disinfectant clung to her hands even at home. Justin, wide-eyed, pointed to an old guitar in the corner. "Mom, one day I'll play this so the whole world sees you," he said, unaware that this innocent promise would cost him his childhood. Patty smiled but didn't reply. She feared breaking the silence that shielded them from the truth. Jeremy Bieber, Justin's father, had vanished again. That night, as snow blanketed the streets, Justin slept clutching a torn blanket, dreaming of a dad who only existed in faded photographs. At 13, Justin posted a YouTube video of himself singing Neo's "So Sick" on a phone with a glitchy microphone. His voice trembled not from shyness but hunger. He and Patty hadn't eaten properly in 2 days. The video, now scrubbed from the internet, had 257 views. Patty cried at the first comments, "Amazing voice." No one wrote, "Someone should feed this kid." 2 years later, Scooter Braun, a manager with shark-like eyes and a sawtooth grin, showed up at their door. He offered Justin a contract, a private jet, and a promise. "You'll be the world's biggest star." Patty signed the papers with shaking hands. She missed the fine print. That contract also sold her son's soul. By 15, Justin had toured the globe, but never ridden a roller coaster. During a Tokyo tour stop, a fan gave him a stuffed bear. That night, locked in a 5-star hotel bathroom, he whispered to the toy, "Can you call me Daddy?" There was no reply, just the hum of air conditioning, as cold as Jeremy Bieber's silence. The father who became a stranger, and the stranger who became a father. Jeremy reappeared when Justin was 18 and had $200 million in the bank. They scheduled lunch in Los Angeles. Justin wore a hoodie to hide his purple eye bags. He'd cried until vomiting the night before. Jeremy arrived on a Harley-Davidson, leather jacket on, flashing a rehearsed smile. "Son, you're crazy famous," he said, ignoring the cuts on Justin's arms from a fight with shattered glass. Justin stared at his plate of raw salmon, appetite gone. "Do you know what today is?" he asked. Jeremy hesitated. "Grandma's birthday? Or something?" Justin stood and slammed a photo on the table. Himself at 6, clutching a school basketball trophy. Jeremy had missed the game. "Today marks 12 years since you promised to take me to the zoo. You never showed." The restaurant fell silent. Jeremy chewed awkwardly. Justin left without finishing the sentence, burning his throat. I just wanted a dad, not a fan. Scooter Braun, the warden of the Golden Prison. Scooter Braun wasn't a manager. He was a soul collector. He controlled Justin's every move, songs, schedules, even friendships. In 2016, mid-tour, Justin collapsed backstage. I can't do this anymore, he screamed, hurling a water bottle at the wall. Scooter, pristine in an Italian suit, slithered closer. You think you're anybody without me? He hissed like poison. You're just that crying kid from Stratford. I made you. Justin swallowed his tears. That night, he posted an Instagram photo, a child sitting alone on a broken swing. The caption, sometimes you just need someone to push you. Selena Gomez, the love that hurt more than hate. Selena Gomez was Justin's opposite. Calm, grounded, raised by a present mother. Early on, they'd sneak burgers in empty parking lots, far from paparazzi. She makes me feel normal, he confessed to a bodyguard. But normal was a fantasy. In 2014, after a fight, Justin was jailed in Miami for drunk driving. In his cell, he wrote Selena a letter. Sorry, I don't know how to love. They taught me to sing, but never to care for someone. The letter was never sent. It burned in a hotel ashtray, alongside the ashes of his childhood. By 19, Justin learned weed, pills, and champagne could drown out loneliness. At a Hollywood party, he smoked until he passed out. Patty found him on the floor, clutching a teddy bear stained with vomit. Why are you doing this to me? She sobbed, yanking his arm. Justin, bloodshot eyes glazed, laughed bitterly. I'm not doing this to you, Mom. I'm doing it to me. The scream the world heard, but no one listened to. In 2017, mid-concert, Justin halted Love Yourself and broke down crying. I don't want to be here, he choked as 60,000 phones recorded his trembling voice. Backstage, Scooter barked at producers. Cut the cameras. He's ruining the tour. No one asked, why is he ruining it? The one thing Justin never had. In 2020's Seasons documentary, Justin stared into the lens and said the unexpected. I have everything except peace. That night, he called Patty, like he had since he was 13. Mom, do you think I'll ever be loved just for being me? Patty stayed quiet. The answer lingered in Stratford, in a cold apartment where a boy still waited for his dad to come home. Hailey Baldwin, the girl who learned to love with fear. Hailey Baldwin was born into a world of gilded cages. While Justin battled poverty in Stratford, she grew up in a marble-clad New York apartment where even tears seemed to fall on cue. Her father, Stephen Baldwin, was a faded actor who traded Hollywood for fire and brimstone sermons. Her mother, Kenya Dodato, a Brazilian woman with a warm smile that hid the scars of a marriage to a man who loved God more than his own family. By age 6, Hailey knew the Baldwin family's golden rule. Perfection wasn't an option, it was mandatory. While other girls played with dolls, she practiced poses for red carpet photos. Stephen called her my princess of the Lord, but the praise came with strings. Our family is an example. You can't fail. The first lie, the smile that hid a secret. At 12, Hailey was photographed at her first charity gala. The dress pinched, the lights burned, and her stomach churned with nerves. Stephen whispered as he adjusted her pearl necklace. Smile, Hailey. Remember, the world needs to believe we're happy. She smiled. That night, she wrote in a pink lockable diary, I want to disappear. Why does no one see me? The lock was broken the next day. Stephen stormed into her room, declaring secrets are sin. Hailey never wrote anything real again. Shattered teenage years between runways and psalms. At 17, Hailey signed her first modeling contract. On the runways of Milan, she learned to walk with bleeding feet and smile with cracked lips. Meanwhile, Stephen flooded her DMs with Bible verses, honor thy father and mother, or be cursed. Hailey obeyed. She walked for Vogue, posed for Elle, and nightly called Stephen to report every detail, except the men who grope her backstage, the 500-calorie diets, and the shower cries to avoid ruining her makeup. You're a Baldwin, he'd say. The blood in your veins is different. She believed it, until the day she nicked her wrist shaving before a shoot and realized her blood was as red as anyone else's. Shawn Mendes, the rehearsal to save Justin. Before Justin, there was Shawn Mendes, a soft-spoken Canadian boy with stray puppy eyes and a voice that quivered when singing about loneliness. Hailey met him in 2016, when both were ghosts haunting fame's edges. You seem sad, she said on their first night together. I don't know how not to be, he shrugged. Hailey fell not for Shawn, but for the chance to rehearse the role life forced on her. Fixer of broken men. She drove him to therapy, cooked vegan soups and listened to his panic attacks until dawn. When they split, Sean wrote a song, Senorita, You Deserve More Than Fixing Broken Men. Hailey played it on loop, crying in an airplane bathroom. Not over love, but realizing this was her only real skill. Justin, the hurricane she called home. Hailey met Justin in 2009, a mop-haired boy, too shy to make eye contact. Steven introduced them. He's going to be a star, Hailey. Be nice. But by 2018, Justin wasn't a star. He was a hurricane of tattoos, scars, and regret. Hailey saw her chance to become what her father demanded. A savior, a saint, a martyr of love. On their first night together, Justin panicked. She held him on the bathroom floor, humming a melody that didn't exist as he screamed. I don't want to hurt you. Everyone I love, I hurt. Hailey stroked his face like she'd done for her drunk, weeping father. You won't hurt me, she lied. I know how to fix broken things. The wedding no one saw coming. On September 13th, 2018, in a New York courthouse, Hailey Baldwin signed papers to become Hailey Bieber. No white dress. No vows. No father to walk her. Steven found out weeks later. You should have asked my blessing, he roared, slamming her door. I owe you nothing, she said, her first rebellion. Another lie. Hailey owed Steven everything. Even her need to prove her marriage was perfect. The next day, she posted a photo with Justin. My forever love ring. Fans celebrated. No one noticed Justin's slumped shoulders or Hailey's nails bitten to bloody stubs. Anxiety, the Baldwin legacy. In 2022, Hailey collapsed mid-photo shoot with chest pains. Doctors called it a stress-induced mini-stroke. Steven called it God's test. Justin, touring Europe, sent flowers and a note. I'm sorry. You deserve someone who's here. Hailey burned it. Not from anger, but fear he might be right. The truth, no Instagram filter shows. Today, Hailey Bieber is 26 and 3 people. 1. The perfect wife, posts kale smoothies and gym selfies, pretending life's a Disney movie. 2. The obedient daughter, attends church with Steven, smiling through family sermons. 3. The scared girl, locked in a 3 a.m. bathroom, replaying Lonely and whispering, when did I stop existing? The Bieber marriage, the labyrinth where no one finds anyone. Their Beverly Hills mansion has 12 bedrooms, but only one is used, the basement, where Justin built a soundproof recording studio. The walls are lined with acoustic panels, not to mute noise, but screams. In 2023, Hailey found a scribbled note behind a guitar. I'm lost. If found, tell Hailey. She tucked it into her wallet alongside a photo of their teenage selves. Sometimes, when Justin tours, she pulls it out and whispers, Where are you, Justin? Where am I? The secret of room 217. In 2019, mid-European tour, Justin canceled a London show citing vocal strain. The truth? He spent 72 hours locked in room 217 of the Savoy Hotel, writing the same phrase on 438 sheets of paper. I don't deserve to be loved. Hailey flew from New York with a suitcase of pills and a Bible gifted by her father. When she opened the door, Justin lay wrapped in a blanket, humming Jesus Loves Me, the lullaby Patty sang him as a child. You need to get back on stage, Hailey said, gripping his icy hands. I need a dad, he replied, avoiding her gaze. That night, Hailey called Steven Baldwin. Dad, how do I save someone who doesn't want to be saved? Steven sighed. Pray and pretend everything's fine. The lie of the perfect marriage on Instagram. Hailey Bieber is a fiction artist. Her Instagram is a museum of filtered smiles, green smoothies, and $10,000 streetwear. But on March 12, 2023, she nearly exposed the truth. She posted a photo of Justin asleep on the couch, dark circles under his eyes, pill bottles on the table. The caption, not always easy. In 47 seconds, it hit 2 million likes. In 48 seconds, Justin woke up screaming, delete it. They'll think I'm a monster. Hailey obeyed. She replaced it with a gym selfie, flexed muscles, bleached teeth. The caption, love is growing together, flex biceps. Fans commented goals. No one asked why. In the original photo, Justin clutched a dirty stuffed bear, the same one he got in Tokyo at 15. Therapy, that became a war. In 2021, Justin and Hailey started couples therapy. Dr. Eliza, a celebrity trauma specialist, assigned an exercise. Write letters to your inner child. Justin wrote, sorry I left you alone. I didn't know how to care for you. Hailey wrote, you don't need to be perfect. Just survive. When they read aloud, Justin laughed bitterly. Survive, he said, hurling his pen at the wall. We don't survive. We fake. Therapy lasted 3 sessions. Dr. Eliza quit. The night everything nearly ended, July 15th, 2023. It happened in a Utah desert Airbnb during a couple's retreat Stephen Baldwin insisted they take. Hailey hoped for reconnection. Justin packed pills and out-of-tune guitar. On night 2, over candlelit quinoa, Hailey asked, "Do you love me? Or just need me?" Justin stared at his plate as if answers hid in the grains. "I don't know the difference anymore." Hailey cried silently. Justin vanished into the desert for 6 hours until German tourists found him singing "Baby" to a starving coyote. "He gets me," Justin told paramedics, pointing at the animal. "He just wants someone to share the loneliness." The leak that almost destroyed them, February 2024. A staffer leaked audio of the couple fighting. Hailey shouts, "You're not that kid from Stratford anymore. Stop playing the victim." Justin fires back, "You're not daddy's perfect Baldwin girl. Stop acting like a saint." The clip went viral. Fans demanded divorce. Stephen called Hailey, "You're embarrassing the family. Fix this." Patty's last stand. Patty Millette, Justin's mom, had always been a silent witness. But in October 2023, she stormed the Bieber mansion with a folder of documents, childhood photos, unpaid therapy bills, and a 1998 letter from Jeremy Bieber promising, "I'll be home for Christmas." "You need to forgive him," Patty begged Justin, clutching the letter, "or you'll become him." Justin tore it up and threw it into the pool. "I already am." That night, Hailey found Patty crying in the kitchen. "I can't save him," the mother confessed. "No one can," Hailey replied, "but I don't know how to do anything else." The love that remained, or what's left of it. Justin and Hailey Bieber are still married, not out of love, faith, or vows, but because they don't know who they are without each other. He's the boy who sings to drown out loneliness. She's the girl who fixes others to avoid her own emptiness. In April 2024, during a rare interview, a reporter asked, "What's the secret to a lasting marriage?" Justin glanced at Hailey, who squeezed his hand tightly. "Lying," he answered, "to the world and to yourself." Hailey laughed, as always. No one noticed the tears in her eyes were real. The unopened test. Hailey keeps an unused pregnancy test in her nightstand drawer. She bought it at a Los Angeles pharmacy one February 2024 night after Justin said, "If we have a kid, maybe I'll learn to be human." She hasn't opened it yet. She's terrified 2 red lines will confirm what she already knows. A baby won't fix a broken marriage, only magnify its cracks. On the mansion's grand piano sits a scratched-up, lonely sheet music. Beneath it, Justin hid a 2023 letter written after their disastrous Utah retreat. "Hailey, if you're reading this, I've given up. Not on you, on myself. I was never a husband, just a scared boy terrified of becoming my father. If we ever have a child, promise you'll tell them I tried. But don't tell them I failed. Jay." Hailey found it by accident while searching for a lost necklace. She read it silently, sitting on the living room floor as Justin slept on the couch. She didn't burn it. She folded it back into place. If he disappears, she thought, at least this will prove he existed. Stephen Baldwin's final demand. Stephen Baldwin never stopped being Hailey's father. In April 2024, he showed up at Justin's farm with a Bible and an ultimatum. God revealed, "You must have child. It's the only way to save this marriage." Justin, hands dirt-stained from planting hydrangeas, laughed dryly. "Save it? Think we're way past salvation." Stephen ignored him. He turned to Hailey. "You know your duty, daughter. Give me a grandchild." That night, Hailey dreamed of a crying child in a dark room. When she woke, Justin was on the porch humming, "Jesus Loves Me Again." She realized their marriage was a parade of ghosts. Justin's absent father, Stephen's demands, and the 2 children still trapped inside them, begging to be seen. The branded marriage. In May 2024, Justin and Hailey hired a couple's PR team. The plan? Turn their marriage into a brand. They launched a love-inspired clothing line, filmed a fake reality show about healthy married life, and even sold merch with the slogan, "Till death joins us." Behind the scenes, the deal was clear: fake it till it hurts, then fake it some more. But during one reality scene, something broke. The director asked them to reenact their first kiss. Justin froze. "I don't remember how it went," he admitted, sweating. "Me neither," Hailey replied, staring at her hands. The scene was cut. They replaced it with a CGI sunset hug. The last hope, or first surrender. Hailey booked a fertility specialist in June 2024. Justin didn't go. He texted, "Sorry, had plans." The plans? Fishing alone at the farm's river, talking to a duck he named Jeremy. Would you be a better dad than me? He asked the animal, tossing breadcrumbs. The duck swam away. Justin cried himself to sleep in the grass. Meanwhile, Hailey heard the doctor say, "Your stress levels are too high for a healthy pregnancy." She laughed bitterly. Maybe that's for the best. What's left of them? Justin and Hailey are still together. Not for love, God, or Stephen Baldwin, but because the chasm between them feels smaller than the void they face alone. He spends hours on the farm writing unreleased songs. She posts Instagram smoothie pics, pretending kale fills the hole in her chest. Sometimes, when nightfall scares them, they cling in the dark, not as husband and wife, but as two lost children in the same shadowed forest, clutching dead flashlights. In July 2024, Hailey posted a throwback photo, teenager and Justin laughing on a broken carousel. The caption, "Would you go back?" Justin commented, "Only if we could change the ending." No one understood. But between the lines lay a confession. They know their marriage is a cage, yet prefer its bars to the terror of freedom. As for the unused pregnancy test, it remains in the drawer, a symbol of the future that may never come, or the past that never left. They chose love as their refuge, but they forgot that even refuges have walls.